All right, so today I am reviewing the tomofree and YYG BR100 electric bike. I'm just gonna call it the BR100 because that's a long name. But anyway, the normal price for this bike is $1,699. At the time of this video though, it is on sale for $1,599. I'll drop a link down below so you can get the most updated price in the description of this video. But yeah, this bike does come with an 1,000-watt motor that peaks out at 1,200 watts, and it should get us to around a top speed of 28 miles per hour. And I'll do my speed test here in a little bit. And as far as the battery, it comes in at 48 volts and 20 amp hours. And you can look at the design of this bike and wonder where the battery is. But yes, the battery is a tube like the main part of the design of this bike. So you can use one of the two keys that comes with it to unlock it. And then now you can pull this, what I'm going to call torpedo, out of the frame of the bike. And now you can take the battery inside and charge it if you want, or you can always just leave the battery inside of the bike and charge it that way. And the total watt hour for this battery is 960, and charging time from 0 to 100% is going to be between 5 and 6 hours. And so as far as range, they say that you should be able to get around 35 to 50 miles out of this. Now for the 35-mile part of that, that is going to be when you are mostly using throttle. But of course, when you do want to maximize your range, you do want to use the up to 5 levels of pedal assist. And this bike does have hydraulic disc brakes, which I'm going to test right now. Yeah, and these brakes are pretty good, very nice and quiet, decent stopping power. All right, so I got up a little early here to do my hill test with this bike. So from a complete stop, just using the throttle only, in 3, 2, 1, boom. So I didn't see the exact torque of this bike, but this thing is very fast off the line. We're already at 12, 13 miles per hour, eating up this hill. And this is one of the better performing bikes as far as hill climbing at this price range, around the $1,700 price range. So that was very impressive. We have that base 1,000-watt motor with that peak at 1,200 watts. So this thing has some power. I just love the acceleration, how fast I can just get off the line, as you can see there. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. And you know what, just for kicks, let's do a test using pedal assist, because this is a single gear bike. So I just want to see how it performs when pedaling. So 3, 2, 1, boom. And the pedaling takes around like 1 rotation to go ahead and kick that motor in for the pedal assist. But yeah, we're zipping up this thing. Definitely going faster than we were just having the throttle. So I would say, even though it's 1 gear, the motor is well capable of being able to help you get up that hill. So yeah, don't let that 1 gear fool you. This thing can get up some hills. Okay, so now for my speed test, throttle only first. So let's get this thing going in 3, 2, 1, boom. And for takeoff, this thing is pretty decent off the line. I really like it. So we're already at 17, 18 miles per hour according to the bike's display. But on my GPS app on my phone, we're at 18. Now we're at 22, 23. And we are at 28 miles per hour on the bike's display, but 25, 26 on the GPS app. Bike still feels good. We're at 27 on my GPS app. And we hit 28 on my GPS app, and the bike's display is showing 32, 33 miles per hour. And we actually hit 29 on my GPS app on my phone. Pretty doggone good. So let's do a braking test. Brakes are nice and quiet. So yeah, the top speed is around 28, 29 miles per hour for this bike. All right, so let's go into the gravel here and see how this bike handles. And you do have 20 by 4-inch fat tires, a little bit of treading on them. This is definitely not like a primary like off-road bike, but you can go a little bit off-road like I am now, going in some grass. Just got cut, so that is nice. And now we're really putting this dual suspension system to the test here. So yeah, you do have the front suspension, which isn't adjustable. So I would like to always see some type of adjustable suspension, but you don't have that with the front suspension. But the rear suspension is adjustable, so you can tighten and loosen the springs back there. So that is good. But out of the box, the comfort level has been really good with this thing when I have been taking some bumps and stuff. Now let's talk about the seat. So it doesn't look as comfortable as it really is, because it doesn't look like it has any type of like spring in it, but it does have some cushion, man. You can see here as I'm pressing in on it, it does have a good amount of cushion. I have no complaints with the seat. And you know, I'm very picky with my seats. So for a stock seat, this is good. And also another good thing is the fact that the seat is easily removable. So if you do happen to maybe scratch it up, or you might want to change it out for something else, you can actually remove this just by removing, I think, a few screws, and you should be able to get this seat off pretty easily. Now let's talk about the design of this bike a little bit more. So it's one single color. I think they call it black, but it's more like a blackish grayish type of bike. It looks good, looks nice. I would like to see maybe more colors for options. But the overall design of the bike is aluminum alloy, is very sturdy. It does come with front and rear metal fenders, and also you do have a tail light that does double as a brake light, and you do have some turn signals on this bike, but only in the rear. You don't have any turn signals up front. And if you've been watching me for a while, you know my biggest gripe with turn signals is that I hate when they don't come with any type of sound, so you know to like remember to turn them off, and that is the case with these turn signals. So no audible sound at all, and also no indicator on the display of this bike to let you know that they are activated. And this bike also does have a pretty big and bright headlight. Now, as far as the display though, I do like it. It is a color display. It gives you all your information, your range, your speed, your pedal assist level, and also your battery information. And it's really nice and bright in sunlight. But unlike most e-bikes, the buttons to control the display are actually located on the top and bottom of the display, which is kind of hard to get to, especially when you are trying to do like the walking mode that this bike does have. So you can press down and hold on the minus button, and the motor will kick in to help you move this bike around a little bit. But it's just uncomfortable because it is located at the bottom. My hand is kind of contorted a little bit. So ultimately, I would like to see those buttons separated from the display just to make them easier to use. But one thing you don't have to worry about with the display and also the battery compartment and stuff is going to be like water damage if you get caught in the rain. This bike is rated IP65 for all the right places. And the total weight for this bike is 82 pounds, and that's with the battery included. So this is a little bit of a heavy boy to pick up and put on your bike rack. And one thing I will say is that I like the clean lines of this bike. I like the way it looks, but trying to find a good place for your hands to be able to pick up and move this bike around sometimes can be a little bit tough. Now, as far as rider height, they say if you are between 5'5" and 6'2", you should be comfortable on this bike. And I will say for me, I'm coming in at 6 feet tall, that I am pretty comfortable. And as far as the pedaling experience, it's actually not that bad. My knees come up a little bit, but nothing like I've experienced with some of these other motorcycle style type of e-bikes. Now, as far as rider weight, this thing can support up to 330 pounds, and it doesn't come with a rear rack, and I don't think that you can add a rear rack on there. So that's plenty of room for rider weight, but it does come with this pretty nice little leather bag, and this bag is just strapped to the frame of the bike. So if you don't want to use it, you can always just easily take it off. But yeah, it does have this magnetic latch here that you undo, and now you can access the inside of the bag. And my bike did come with this like suction cup mount or something inside of this bag. So again, you can throw a jacket or throw maybe like a bike lock inside of that. So I find it to be very convenient. And up here on the handlebars, you do have a half twist throttle to be able to accelerate if you're not using pedal assist. And now, you know, I like that tight cable management, and we have that with this bike. Very nice and tidy all the way through to the back where you see the cables going to like the brake light there. So cable management is nice. And on the left hand side of the handlebars, you will find the button for the electronic horn. It's loud. All right, so look, overall, this BR100 is a really good bike. A couple of quirks, like, you know, not having any sound with the turn signals, but still for the price around $16.99 or $15.99, depending on the sales and stuff, you're still getting a bike that can get up to 28 miles per hour, which under $2,000, a lot of people like to see that with their bikes. And it might be an affiliate link that helps support this channel, but also to help save you some money as well. But yeah, overall, the design of this bike and the style, I think is going to be very attractive to people with this whole retro throwback look that it does have, and an overall comfortable ride too. So anyway, let me know your thoughts about this BR100 bike in the comments below. Give this video a like if you did like it. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. And like always, I do want to thank you for watching this video, and I will catch you later. Peace.